How the hell it get you started? Got me started. Why did they get me pissed off? Now I'm about to go NFL and kick this off. You really thought that I was this off? To let anyone in my domain, they need to be taught a serious lesson. Unless you strong as Zeus, there just ain't no use to go up against a madman. You can't win, G. I put you on ice like Richard Kuklinski, so stay away from shadows. When it gets dark, you make one bad move, they won't find your corpse, and the feds won't know where I drop you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Major Level Entertainment. I am your host and owner of the channel. It's your boy, Big Major. Shout out to everybody that has shown up to the channel thus far. I'm sorry for being late. Y'all know I'm a very, very busy man. 22 minutes late is unacceptable, especially in my line of work. I should know how to be more tactful, so I do apologize for that. Shout out to everybody that has showed up to the channel to show your boy some love and support. You know what I'm talking about? I see one viewer in here. Let's get those views up. Let's talk about the show. Let's talk about the show today. You know what I'm saying? The showdown between the Lakers and the Toronto Raptors. And we beat them handily with a score of 110-93. That's a 17-point spread we had on them. And they're an over 500 team. So I don't want to hear the bullshit about you guys are only beating bottom feedings. This is a playoff contending team for the East, and they have a winning record. And we are back on track thus far. We need to string together more wins. I will be going through the last games that we have in January for the show, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Okay, but before any further ado, let me go ahead and give a shout out to those who have showed up to the channel. Appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and give a shout out to a little bro. Yesterday was his birthday. You know what I'm saying? He said, what up? And that's a DJ for those of y'all that don't know, but everybody knows who he is. I told y'all he's one of the 7 most important wonders of the world. You know what I'm saying? Most important people on the planet, up there with JFK and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Jesus Christ. You understand what I'm talking about? Kobe and Jordan and Kareem and then you got a DJ. You know what I'm talking about? The GOAT of YouTube and all the Laker content. You know how he does this. That's my little brother, your brother, my guy, your guy, our guy. You understand what I'm talking about? Shout out. Please go over there and salute Lakers in 5, man. Go over there and give a shout out. Go over there and join the channel and become a member if you're not already a member. If you subbed over there, good. If you're not subbed over there, go subscribe, like, and become a member. I'm telling you, you got perks over there. I'm still issuing 2 memberships per show for the rest of January, ladies and gentlemen. I am a man of my word. I'm a word of my man, and that's how he does this. You know what I'm talking about? So please go over there and become a member today. You will not regret it. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. Excellent show that we had yesterday. DJ attended the game. Lakers got a big birthday win for DJ. What a gift. You know what I'm talking about? What a gift for his Lakers to go in there and, you know, and just beat the crap out of the competition. You understand what I'm talking about? So a shout out to DJ, shout out to the Lakers for giving him that gift. You understand what I'm talking about? Capricorn season. You understand what I'm talking about? Shout out to my damn cousin, Go James, a.k.a. Chris. Salute, Big Cousin, a.k.a. Chris. Let me cook this nigga right quick. The barbecue brisket baron of the Bayou. Mr. Fuck Around and Find Out. My damn cousin on my mama's side of the family. That's Chris, for those of y'all that don't know, but everybody knows who he is. You know what I'm talking about? He said, please like, share, and subscribe to the damn channel right now. You know what I'm talking about? What the hell is you waiting on? A shout out to Cuzzo for always showing a Big Cuzzo some love, man. You know how he does this around this time. Laker Girl 36, my little sister. Hey, look, that's her name. That's her channel. Laker Girl 36. Please go like, share, and subscribe to her channel right now. You talk about some of the dopest content on all of YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. She gives out the dopest interviews. You know what I'm saying? There's other channels, and they have interviews, but they have no charisma. They have no energy. They have no character. But when you go to Laker Girl's channel, she all that in a bag of grits. You understand what I'm talking about? And shout out to my little sister, your little sister, our little sister in the Lakers in 5 universe. That's a Laker Girl. Please go subscribe to her channel right the hell now. She says salute, like, and share, subscribe. If you are new to support the movement, Subscribe to Lakers in 5. Subscribe to Lakers for Life 50. That's my damn nephew Lewis's channel. Subscribe to Laker Girl 36. Do it all right the hell nah. There he is, my damn nephew, H. Davis. My whole family's up in here today, man. Shout out to the damn family for showing up and showing out like they always do. H. Davis, one of the snipers over here on the channel. Salute. Like, share, subscribe right the hell now. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait to get it done now. I'm tired of saying it. So do your job. Hey, look, listen. I already told y'all, man. H. Davis get upset, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I started doing push-ups. I'm trying to tell you, man. Y'all better listen to what he talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my damn nephew, H. Davis. There go my other nephew. Goddamn, what do I owe the pleasure? You know what I'm talking about? The whole family's up in here, back to back to back. And Lewis, the other sniper of the channel. What's good, big uncle? Get those likes up. Subscribe to the channel. If you're new, tell a friend, a family member, and loved one about the damn channel. Hashtag here we go. Hashtag you gotta believe. Hashtag Lakers. This is how we does this. Y'all also subscribe to Lakers for Life 50. That is Lewis's channel. Dope content over there. If there was an award for fresh new show, it'd be Lewis's show and Lewis's award, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, go over there. It's all that. You know what I'm talking about? Lewis said, I will be going live on Wednesday afternoon at 2:45. It's going to be a relationship show, and it will be a pull-up show. I definitely want to pull up to that show. I have a lot of knowledge on that topic right there. You know what I'm talking about? So y'all are going to want to be in the house at 2:45 on this Wednesday, 2:45 p.m. That is Pacific Standard Time. We are on the West Coast, ladies and gentlemen. So please mark your calendars for Wednesday at 2:45. Lewis's channel is going the hell down. You know what I'm talking about? And shout out to Lewis. Lewis says the Lakers sneak could come out with the same energy from last night to tomorrow's game and moving forward. Absolutely. I definitely agree with that, nephew. Definitely agree with that. Ron Tizzy, my brother, you know what I'm talking about? My New York brother, you know what I'm saying? The New York connection. You know how this is how he does it. You know what I'm saying? He said, salute, brother. Salute, Ron Tizzy, for showing up to the channel. Appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm talking about? Ron Ton says, violate that damn smash button. He didn't say hit it. He said violate it. Take the sledgehammer, elbow drop that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Paul Orndorff DDT that motherfucker. Do it, whatever you got to do to get that button smashed in. You know what I'm talking about? You know, go ahead and subscribe right the hell nah. Like. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't got to come up here. Just like me. You understand what I'm talking about? Ron Tizzy says, what's up, Go James? What's up, bro? You know how he does this? He says, yo, what's up, Laker girl? What's up, sis? You know what I'm talking about? He said, Lewis, what up, Brody? He said, H. and Davis, what up, Brody? He said, DJ, what up, DJ? You know what I'm saying? He said, what up to everybody? Go James says, salute, Ron Ton, big bro, what it do? African gamer, my damn nephew. Ooh, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to African Gamer AG. You know how he does this. There he is, the bandwagoneer, my damn neighbor from across the street. You know what I'm talking about? CJ Stroud's twin. You know what I'm talking about? Montavious, what's that nigga name? MVP, Montavious motherfucking Porter Jr. or some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? MVP. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and give a shout out to the bandwagoneer. You cooking niggas yesterday. You know what I'm talking about? It was fresh steak on the grill. I wouldn't got me a plate. You understand what I'm talking about? AG, shut your ass up, jabroni. You know what I'm saying? The bandwagon drop kick your candy ass. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? WWE references, you know how he does this when we does it. You know what I'm talking about? Go James. Bron had a very high plus minus. Vando as well. Not sure about DA. That's what we about to get into, cuzzo. But this is the reason why I say get him the ball. I believe I've only, excuse me. I believe I've only gotten on his ass about those 2 rebounds. Oh, yeah, we about to see. We're about to really see. You know what I'm talking about? Go James saying the bandwagons. You know how he does this. He says, AG, salute, little bro. Said, not trying to rain down on Luka, but his plus minus was a negative, I think. But people love to focus on stuff like that. Defines a player. Luka played good, and that's all that matters. Absolutely. He says, where the damn haters at saying LeBron was watched? Where they at? Cuzzo, I don't see him. I don't hear him. You know what I'm talking about? African Gamer says, go ahead, salute, go James. There he is, Sammy, my guy. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know him as Sammy the man, but I calls him Sammy that guy. You know what I'm talking about? Says, GG, win, good game. when about time to make some damn changes. Hey man, totally agree with you. He says salute major, salute little bro. And Sammy, you know how he does this around this time. So without further ado, I done read all through the chats. You know what I'm saying? I like to read y'all chats and interact with y'all. I don't want to just be reading, just ranting and raving without acknowledging the people down there in the chat. You know I'm gonna always get to your chat, your comment when I have the chance to. You know how he does this. But this is what y'all came for. Y'all came for the box scores of it all. Y'all came for the team stats of it all. And I'm about to give it to you. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, pause. Yay. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the Raptors. Let's go ahead and start with the punk-ass Raptors. This is how we do it. Excuse me. The Raptors. You know what I'm talking about? Brandon Ingram, 19 points. I'm just going to read their points in their minutes. Brandon Ingram, 19 points, 34 minutes. Scotty Barnes, 22 points. He led all scorers on his team. 22 points, 35 minutes. Colin Murray Boyles, 11 points, 25 minutes. Emmanuel Quickly, 9 points, 29 minutes. Excuse me. Ochai Agbaji, 0 points in 25 minutes. Absolute dog crap. You understand what I'm talking about? Sandro Machiavelli. I'm just going to call nigga Machiavelli. He had the second most points on the team with 20 points in 24 minutes. This is the bench, ladies and gentlemen. Jameson Battle, 0 points in 8 minutes. Jonathan Mugbo, 4 points in 15 minutes. And Garrett Temple, 0 points in 2 minutes. AJ Lawson, 5 points in 6 minutes. Jamal Shed, 3 points in 22 minutes. Elijah Martin, 0 points in 2 minutes. And Grady Flawless Object. I'm not going to say his last name because his last name is a pause. Yay. So I'm going to say Grady Flawless Object. 0 points at 12 minutes. And this is supposed to be a guy that normally goes off. But I guess Grady Flawless Object didn't get a chance to go off. Grady Flawless Object had ED last night, if you understand what I'm talking about. Yay. Wait, hold on now. All right, let's go ahead and get on to the Lakers. My Lakers, your Lakers, our Lakers. You know how he does this. Let's go ahead and start off with the bench guys. Maxi Kleber did not play. Trash. Bronny James, my damn nephew. 2 minutes, zeros all the way across the board. I'm not going to do the plus minuses, for those who it's not worth doing the plus minuses for. Kobe Buffkin, same thing. 2 points, zeros all the way across the board. Nick Smith Jr., same thing. Well, 2 points. 3 points in 2 minutes. 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the field goal, zeros all the way across the board. Gabe Vincent, 17 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. And he was a 0 on the plus minus, so he broke even. 1 rebound, no assists, 2 turnovers, and that was it. Gabe Vincent. Okay, Jackson Hayes, 3 points in 13 minutes, 1 of 1 from the field, no 3-pointers, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, no assists, 2 turnovers. He was a -2 on the plus minus. Dalton Connect, 0 points all the way down. He had 1 rebound, 2 minutes. He was a -1 on the plus minus. Now we get into the meat and potatoes of it. Drew Timmy, 3 points in 16 minutes, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3, no free throws, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He was a plus 17, though, of the plus minus. Plus 17. Jared Vanderbilt, only 2 points in 21 minutes. Jared Vanderbilt, love his defense, but he got to go. He just he puts up no productivity, hardly none. So 2 points in 21 minutes. 1 of 1 from the field goal, no threes, no free throws. He got 9 rebounds, though. Lighten it up with the rebounds. 1 assist, 9 rebounds off the bench. That's nice. 1 assist and 2 steals, 2 blocks. Shout out to Jared Vanderbilt for that. You know what I'm saying? He had an otherwise pretty damn good game, and he actually had the highest plus minus on the team with a plus 25. Shout out to Jared Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't getting it done on the offensive side, he sure as hell going to get it done in hustle and on the defense side of things. So shout out to Jared Vanderbilt. Louis Hachimura, my damn Japanese nephew. You know what I'm talking about? 10 points, 21 minutes. 4 of 10 from the field goal, 2 of 6 from the 3-point line, no free throws, no rebounds, no assists, 1 turnover, no steals, no blocks, plus 8 on the plus minus. Now let's go ahead and get off into the big guys. You know what I'm saying? The starting lineup. You know what I'm talking about? Marcus Smart. No, let's go and start with my damn nephew from Pasadena. Jake LaRavia, 2 points, 19 minutes, 1 of 5 from the field, all 4 from the 3-point line. Horrible night. But he's a rhythm player. Got to get into rhythm. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. He was a -6 at a plus minus. That's all right, Jake LaRavia. He'll pull it together. That nigga has been helping carry us. I ain't gonna lie to you. So he got 1 off game. I'll forgive that. Shout out to Jake LaRavia. Excuse me. Marcus Smart, 8 points, 25 minutes, 3 of 6 from the field. He didn't shoot the ball that much, but he did. He was efficient. 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. No free throws for Marcus Smart. 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He had 5 turnovers. Marcus, you got to do better now, man. But he did give you a steal, and he was a +12 and a plus minus. Shout out to Marcus Smart. You understand how he does this? All right. Luka Doncic, 25 points. 25 points, 34 minutes, 8 of 23 from the field. That was horrible, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I heard somebody rib LeBron yesterday or the other day when he was 6 of 16. They said it was bad, but they didn't rib Luka. Luka shoots horrible just about all the time. But guess what? I'm going to get on Luka for that. 8 of 23 is unacceptable. That is far below 50%. Too far below 50%. He also shot 5 of 12 from the 3-point line. That's not bad, because had he have made 6 of those, he'd gone 50%. 5 of 12 is just a little bit under 50%. That's not that bad. But I just don't want him taking that many threes. He took way more threes than anybody on the team. You got to stop doing that. 4 or 5 from the free throw line. He only gave you 2 rebounds. He gave you 7 assists. He did have 4 turnovers, the second most on the team. He gave you 1 steal, 1 block, fill up the stat sheets. And Luka was a -3 on the plus minus. LeBron James, the oldest guy in America, you know what I'm talking about? 24 points, 32 minutes, 9 of 17 from the field goal. That's efficient. That's over 50%. He shot 50% from the 3 at 2 for 4. He made all his free throws. He was the only person on the team to make all 4 of his free throws. He gave you 4 rebounds. He gave you 7 assists. He gave you 3 turnovers. He gave you 2 blocks. He had more blocks than anybody on the team, him and Jared Vanderbilt. 2 blocks. LeBron James filling up the stat sheets, and he was a positive 18, ladies and gentlemen. That is the 3rd most on the team, positive 18 in the plus minus section. And ladies and gentlemen, the game ball that I'm giving to the guy tonight for that night is DeAndre Ayton, and here's why. DeAndre Ayton is tied with Luka for points, but he shot very, very efficiency. Now check out these numbers here by your boy D. Ayton. D. Ayton, by the way, got a double-double. We know he can do this. D. Ayton, 25 points. He put up AD-like numbers. 25 points, 33 minutes, 10 for 10 from the field, 100% from the field. He didn't miss a damn shot, ladies and gentlemen. No threes, of course. We don't expect him to shoot threes. 5 or 6 from the free throw line. Excellent. 13 rebounds. Excellent. 1 assist. 1 block. He was a positive 20 on the plus minus. The damn game ball goes to D. Ayton. He didn't miss a shot. He was locked in. He put up AD-like numbers. He was 25 and 13 last night. Ladies and gentlemen, on 100% shooting. That is very, very acceptable. That's what the fuck we are talking about. When we're talking about being locked in, going out there, being that dog. Whatever you did last night, do that shit every fucking time you hit the fucking floor. You are 7 feet, 240, 250 pounds. I want to see you. You got the capability to score 22 to 25 points per game. Got the capability to score over 10 rebounds per game. And you happen to throw an assist. Let's get your blocks up. Because if you ever turned into a shot blocker, woo-wee! D. Ayton gets the game ball for last night. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the Lakers for that very emphatic win after we got embarrassed the night before. Thank you for that emphatic win. Shout out to the Lakers. Let's go ahead and go to the team stats so we can see how we beat these motherfuckers. Okay? Toronto, the field goal percentage, they shot 42%, 38 of 91 to our 41 of 85, 48%. We beat them in that field. They shot 7 to 32 from the three, 22%. That's horrible. To our 14 of 36, 39. That's great. That's pretty good. That's above average for the three-point shot. Ladies and gentlemen, we made most of our free throws, 82% arc. 14 of 17 to their 10 of 15, 67%. We had 82%. We out-rebounded them, ladies and gentlemen, 48 to 43. They out-assisted us. They got 30 assists to our 25. They out-stole us by 1. They got 7 to our 6. We out-blocked them by 1. We have 6 to their 5. We had 15 turnovers to their 10. Remember how I'm always telling y'all, he who controls the turnover battles, meaning he who has the lesser turnovers, often wins the game, but that wasn't the case, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I say it doesn't happen all the time, not all the time, but often wins the game. Often it happens like that. But we got 15 turnovers and we still managed to beat those guys. You know what I'm talking about? We got 15 fast break points. They got 14 fast break points. They got 48 points in the paint. We got 44 points in the paint. They got 15 fouls. We got 15 fouls. They got 2 technicals. We got 1 technical. They got 1 flagrant. We got no flagrants. The largest lead in the game, we had them up by 19. We ended up beating them by 17. The largest game lead that they had was in the first quarter. They were up by 9. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your team stats for the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Toronto Raptors. And then something else. Yesterday, something else happened. It shut a motherfucker up from talking about how we was going to get blown off the floor. It shut motherfuckers up from talking about how we was going to lose this game because this was a good team, a good team. But then in shutting motherfuckers up, you know what it did? It opened up Pandora's box for a motherfucker to make an excuse. Oh, well, we had Jakob Poeltl out. We had our center out. Yeah, well, motherfucker, we had Austin Reeves out. So what? Yeah, motherfucker, we got 41-year-old LeBron out there. That's an automatic handicap just on the strength that he's old. But guess what? He's still out there doing the shit that he's doing. I don't want to hear a goddamn marshmallow people about no fucking excuse. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? How many of y'all hear me give an excuse when we lose? No excuse. We lost. Next game. No excuse. So I don't want to hear that, oh, we had players out. Fuck that weak shit. If you lost, you lost. Take that shit on the chin and keep it ticking. Next game. I don't want to hear no fucking excuses. And I'm glad because I searched the internet wide and as clean as I could search it. And while I'm out, I don't hear nobody talking at the places I normally frequent, like the gas station or the donut shop. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Not a hater in sight. It is music to my motherfucking ears. I love it, love when I can shut a hater down. I love when my team can shut haters down. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, I'm not about to go back and forth with you. Now, do you want to put money on it? No, I don't want to bet. Well, if you don't want to put money on it, don't even talk to me. Because if y'all are so sure, if you haters are so sure about shit when it comes to my team, then put your money where your mouth is. And I'm not talking about betting peanuts. Nigga, I bet racks and hundreds. You think we're going to lose? Bet $5. $5? I got that. No, nigga, bet $500. And niggas don't want to do that. What made you? Well, what if you lose? What if I lose? $500 is toilet paper to me. If you're not confident, then shut the fuck up. Like how I'm confident in my team. I don't give a fuck who we face. I was hearing motherfuckers ask, man, who would y'all want to face? Listen, man, I don't give a fuck. How many times do I got to tell y'all? I don't care who we go up against. Do y'all understand what the words that come out of my mouth? I don't give a fuck who we go up against. Ain't nobody scared of the Spurs. Ain't nobody scared of OKC. Yes, these teams have beat us. Yes, but I'm not afraid. In a seven-game series, I stand by what I say. In a 7-game series, you think motherfuckers is going Hey, we ain't getting swept again. I promise you that. I put money on it. If we play the way we're supposed to play, everybody's bought in the way they're supposed to be bought in. Everybody comes with the energy that they're supposed to come with. And if JJ get his head out his ass and say, you know what? I'm making the proper adjustments at the right time. I want everybody to get a touch of the ball. I want heavy rotation. Stop making dumb plays. You don't have to stop forcing ill-advised shots. If we can get every single person on track and play like how we played tonight and play like how we played the other night when we beat the crap out of Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen, we will be tough to beat in a 7-game series. Like I said, there's nobody on the East that scares me. There's nobody on the West that scares me. There's nobody in China that scares me. There's nobody in Japan that scares me. There's nobody in Ethiopia that scares me. There's nobody in Africa that scares me. Nobody in Hawaii that scares me. Nobody in fucking Russia that scares me. No one that scares me. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm 10 toes rooted into the motherfucking soil of this West Coast team called the Lakers. And ladies and gentlemen, 10 toes the fuck down. You understand me? Yesterday showed that we can do what we can do. We just got to be bought in and believe and make it happen. The Lakers don't have no chemistry. Yes, we got chemistry. The Lakers don't get along. They don't all get along with each other. First of all, nobody knows that. These dudes got a whole big camaraderie going on. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to let you in on a secret. Let's say they didn't get along with each other. I wouldn't give a fuck. We're here to do a job. We're trying to win a fucking championship. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn friends. When you go to work to make friends and make money. Now, it's a bonus if you happen to make your friends or whatever the case may be. You meet some cool people at work, but that's not the first thing I'm going to do. When I go on assignment, nigga, I'm on assignment. I'm not even starstruck about the motherfucker I had to guard. I don't give a fuck if you was the president or Michael Jackson. Oh, shit, Michael. I'll be a fanboy at home. But, nigga, if I had to guard Michael, nigga, I'm looking at that $25,000 check that I'm about to get from a security team, the head of the security detail. I'm not thinking about no goddamn Michael Jackson. I'm thinking about getting my damn money. That's what I'm thinking about. You understand what I'm talking about? And that's what you got to be about. It's got to be all business on that court. Fuck friends. Nigga, we a family out this motherfucker. You get my back, I get your back. That's the way it's got to be. You understand what I'm talking about? We got to stand on business. When we face these teams, we have got to stand on business. That's what we got to do. If you don't stand on business, you might as well not come to play. Don't suit up. Don't put your uniform on. You know what I'm talking about? And yesterday, we was about business. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat and let me know if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm having a little issue with my phone. I'm doing a show from my phone. Okay. Rod Tizzy, he put a 1. And Go James Cuzzo put a 1. That's what I'm talking about. So it was a good win. It was a good win. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this wasn't a bottom feeding team that we beat yesterday. So I don't want to hear the narrative. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I just found out? Guess what seed the Toronto Raptors is in? Just to add more fuel to the fire. They're third seed in the East, ladies and gentlemen. Third fucking seed. I don't want to hear a motherfucking marshmallow Easter peep out of nobody talking about, oh man, that's just the Raptors. What you mean that's just the Raptors? The motherfuckers is third in their division. See, I hate when motherfuckers say shit like that when it comes to us. So it's just the Raptors now. But when they beat us, like the feeling ain't the same. Well, now they dropped it. They dropped the 4. They dropped the number 4. This is what the East is looking like, ladies and gentlemen. Pistons is number 1. They miles ahead of everybody else. They're number 1. They're 30-10. The Celtics is number 2, and they're a distant second, 26-15. The Knicks just moved up to number 3 with the loss of the Raptors yesterday. The Knicks, 25-17. And the Raptors, 25-19. And ladies and gentlemen, they are 4th seed. That's not bad over there in the East. They're 3 games ahead of the 5th seed, which is Philadelphia. They're pretty much neck and neck with the Knicks, pretty much, and the Celtics. So if they go, let's say they're going to win streak and the Celtics start to lose, do you know that all it would take is for them 2 games to crawl up to be number 2? So don't tell me we just beat a regular motherfucking team, because by all accounts, shit, they better than us. They got a better record than we do over there. So I don't want to hear that bullshit. Technically we got about the same record, because if you think about it, we just went to 25-16, right? And they're 25-19, but essentially it's around about the same damn thing. They played more games than us. They played 44 games. We just played our 41st game. So they're 3 games ahead of us. But this is where we are right now. You got the Thunder. They're far ahead of everybody. The Spurs are a distant second from the 6 whole games behind them. The Thunder are 36-8. They ain't even crossed the 10 loss threshold yet. The Spurs are 29-13 for number 2. The Nuggets, who we face tomorrow, I believe, 29-14. They're kind of waffling between 2 and 3rd seed. We need to beat those motherfuckers. No excuses, ladies and gentlemen. I don't give a fuck if Jokic is a last-minute decision. We got to beat these motherfuckers, man. The Timberwolves is pulling up the rear. 2 full games behind the Nuggets. 2.5 games behind the Spurs. They're number 4 at 27-16. They came up and caught us and passed us. It's between us and the Rockets have won 2 games in a row. The Rockets is 5th seed. They supplanted us, and we're 6th seed. Our win percentage is 61%, 61.0, and then theirs is 62.5. We're a half a game behind them. We need these motherfuckers to lose, and we need to win. They just beat the Pelicans. Now, the Spurs and the Rockets play each other tomorrow. If we want to move up and supplant the Spurs, we're going to have to want the Spurs to beat them, and we're going to have to take care of business on our own court. We're going to have to take care of business in our own game when we play the Denver Nuggets, which is tomorrow at 7 p.m. I hate that it's a late game. We got to beat these motherfuckers. So, actually, okay, yeah, so we got to beat them. So, let's go back to the standings. So, if we beat the Nuggets, right? If we beat the Nuggets, we'll be 26-16. That's going to put us above the Rockets for the time being. If the Rockets, okay, so if we beat the Nuggets, we'll be 26-16. If the Rockets get beat by the Spurs, they'll be 25-16. That's going to put us back up to 5th seed, if ever so temporarily. Now, that's not going to do anything to the Nuggets. The Nuggets will still be 3rd seed. So, We ain't worried about that. We will be directly behind the Timberwolves. We'll be a half a game behind the Timberwolves, ladies and gentlemen. So just so y'all know this. So this is how close we are to being back 5th seed. But guess what? You know, I can't talk about anything positive without saying something negative. I got to say it. Guess who's right on our ass? The damn Suns. And they have one win game, too. They've won a game. They're only a half a game behind us. Ladies and gentlemen, we're only a half a game out of the 7th spot. Only a half a game. Guess what? Guess what? Guess who's in the 8th spot? The Warriors. Now, luckily, we're 2 whole games up on the Warriors, but guess what? The Warriors have won 3 games in a row. So we got to hope the Suns lose their next game. We got to hope the Warriors lose their next game. And it don't look like the Suns are going to lose their next game because they play my kids' team. They play the Nets. They should beat the Nets. So let's go look at what the Warriors got to do. Who they got to play next. The Warriors play the Heat next. It's a good chance that they'll beat them. Ladies and gentlemen, we better beat Denver because if we don't beat Denver, guess what? We will fall to 7th seed. Now, I personally don't give a fuck about the seeding as long as we're in the playoffs. Maybe we're trying to fall to 7th seed. Maybe because we don't want to see OKC. I hope that's not the case because I don't give a fuck. Somebody asked me, do you want to see OKC in the first round? I don't give a fuck. I don't know how many languages I could say that shit in. You want me to say it in fucking Japanese? I don't get Nippo Hagadushi. I don't give a fuck. Nary a fuck. Let me go ahead and read what y'all been saying up here to me while I ain't been looking. You understand what I'm talking about? Hold on. Where we at? Go James says, Cuzzo, have you been saying something about LeBron, Smart, Vando, Timmy, and DA and or being one of the better, if not the best lineups we had last night? I feel like that, definitely. I definitely feel that way. You know what I'm talking about? No doubt. You know what I'm talking about? He says, all right, now, Luka, Timmy about to take your spot. Nah, let me chill, bro. Yeah, nah, 2 different positions. Timmy's power forward. But I've been telling people about Timmy, just like I told people about the Laravia. Sammy, the guy said, salute Goat James. You know what I'm talking about? He said, everybody got to get better on the Lakers, but moves need to be made. Absolutely. Sammy says, salute, chat, salute to Sammy. You know what I'm talking about? Go James says, so seeing the lineups with multiple hustle guys out there, does this now show that we need to sit on some of those offensive guys down for a hustle guy? Not really, because of inconsistencies on scoring. You know, we definitely need the hustle guys. We just need more balance. We need more balance on the team, man. Like, even if we can score. We know we can score. We know we got hustle guys, but we still lack balance. We still lack that 3-and-D guys, still lack the ability to guard that perimeter. That's what the fuck we are missing. It's so obvious that I don't know. Whatever they're trying to do, they need to make a move. I don't know what they're trying to do, but it's so obvious what we need. So obvious. You know what I'm talking about? Go James. DA is one of only 4 Laker players all time to have 100% from the field goal at 25-10 game. Man, I think the last time that happened was 77-78 season. Shout out to DA for a great game, man. He did it. Go James, a Cuzzo, you know what I'm talking about? He's scoring it so easy. DA, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? That's why I would be looking for him a lot of the time. Yeah, that's what they need. They need to feed the big guy, man. Like, he put up AD-like numbers yesterday. If he can do that for us through the rest of the year, man, we will be stupid dangerous. So serious. Cuzzo, you know what I'm saying? He said, did you see Luka hanging out up under the basket for rebounds? He has to stop doing that and actually try on defense. Absolutely. And it's crazy because he has the best defensive rating on the team by number. And that's not good, ladies and gentlemen. That's not good. It's not good. If Luka is your best defender on the team by the numbers, it's not good. And it won't sustain in the playoffs. Brutus, what it do? Brutus, my brother, you know what I'm talking about? Say what up, everybody. The Lakers didn't turn the ball over 10 to 15 times. They did great. Absolutely great. Nothing bad to say about them on that front. They did excellent when they play balanced basketball and they're locked into what they need to do for their roles. Almost unbeatable. Almost unbeatable. Go James says, I know we have some guys that do just like Luka, but I saw him under the basket. The other guys somewhat have an excuse to do that because they are bigs. Yep, absolutely. H. And Davis says, facts, says you got to believe. What's up, Ron Ton says, H. Davis. Cuzzo says, HD salute. You know what I'm talking about? H. Davis says, congrats, 170 subscribers. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I went from 44 subscribers a week and a half ago. 144 subscribers a week and a half ago to 170 subscribers. Appreciate y'all for rocking with Major Level Entertainment. I told y'all, give me to 1,000 by the end of this summer, the end of this summer, give me to 1,000 subs. And somebody walk out of here with $500. I mean that. I'm keeping my word. Give me to 1,000 subs. Somebody that I choose is walking around out this motherfucker with $500. So you decide. You understand what I'm talking about? Shout out to H. Davis, my Minister of Information, and my damn nephew and sniper of the channel. He says, salute, Go James. Go James says, JJ said Timmy has earned some minutes to play against the Nuggets. Shout out to that boy, Timmy. It's about time. Timmy, showing what you're made of. You know what I'm talking about? Ron Ton Tizzy says, good win. Brutus gave me a one down there in the chat. Go James says, then I also saw something with him mentioning that he would love to have 10 Gabe Vincents. JJ is a clown. Yeah, he's a fool. He's a fool for that. He don't really mean that shit. And Ron Ton Tizzy said, let's go. You know what I'm talking about? Brutus, salute, OG. You know how he does this. The Raptors are a good team, says Brutus. Absolutely. I agree. You know what I'm talking about? Ron Ton Tizzy said, marshmallow Easter peep. You understand what I'm talking about, Tizzy? You know, we get our kids a damn Easter basket. They got the peeps right there that niggas don't like, but I fucks them things up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a sweethead. I eat all kind of sugar. You understand what I'm talking about? Marshmallow Easter peep out of nobody. You know what I'm talking about? I want y'all niggas to go out there and say that. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga get to talking too much, say, listen, man, I don't want to hear a marshmallow peep out of you. You understand what I'm talking about? They'll get the reference. If they're intelligent enough, they'll get it. Go James says, yeah, we swept the 2-game series. Yep, beat those motherfuckers. Beat Toronto Raptors. LeBron told. You understand what I'm talking about? Shut Infamous his ass up. Come up there with that bullshit. Nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about Canada, nigga. Nigga, the only thing good in Canada is the goddamn Canadian bacon and the goddamn maple syrup. Nobody give a fuck about no goddamn Canada, the fucking Toronto Raptors. Get the fuck out of here. You understand what I'm talking about? Shut your ass up. You understand? Ron Tizzy said, Ingram, Barrett, and Barnes, a nice young trio. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And we took pleasure in waxing their ass across the goddamn floor. Talking about we missing Jakob Poeltl. Man, what the fuck would he have done? We missing Austin Reeves. You're lucky Reeves wasn't out there. We'd have blew the motherfuckers out worse than what we did. Go cry about Jakob goddamn Poeltl. What the fuck could he have done? You niggas still would have lost. Jakob Poeltl. Get the fuck out of here. Go James says, Run Ton. Old boy Barrett hurt, huh? Yeah, I think that nigga hurt. Go James says, well, we should beat the Nuggets. They just lost to Charlotte last night. Charlotte is dangerous, man. They are. You know what I'm talking about? Run Ton Tizzy said, Go James said, I believe so. Go James says, Run Ton. Yeah, I figured that because he didn't play last night. Crazy work. We got to get them. We got to get the motherfucking wins. We definitely got to get the motherfucking wins up. Definitely got to stack them. You know what I'm talking about? Ron Ton said, it's tight as a mosquito's ass in the West. Man, I'll do you one worse. Man, it's tighter than frog pussy. And frog pussy is waterproof. You understand what I'm talking about, Ron Ton Tizzle? You know, this is how we does this. You know what I'm talking about? That's how tight it is over here in the West. And Go James says, we have to get those wins. Don't want to hear the haters' mouth about a certain player coming back and it's causing us to lose. Me neither. That is a fucked up narrative. And these dumb, delusional motherfuckers can't possibly do that themselves. We won. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the bottom goddamn line. Brutus said, I like Timmy as well. Yeah, man. I like this dude. When I first knew he was getting him, I said, yeah, he's a bucket, man. You just got to give him a chance to get out there and get acclimated, you know, how he does this. Go James says, Luka scored 25 on 10 shots. It's taking Luka about 20 shots just to get 25 and about 10 free throws. Feed the needy. You know what I'm talking about? And that is DA. DA is the needy. I totally agree with that. You know what I'm talking about? Ron Ton Tizzy. I subscribe from my wife account too. She gets your alerts now. Wife gonna be getting on there like, hey, what the fuck is this? Who the hell is Major Level Entertainment? Hey, shout out to Ron Ton Tizzy, man. I appreciate that. That's why Ron Ton got his goddamn wrench. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother. You know what I'm talking about? Just there's no other. You know what I'm talking about? That's my nigga. I don't care if he don't get no bigger. You understand what I'm talking about? Go James says, Cuzzo, if you had to cut or let a player go just to sign CP3, who the hell you letting go? Gabe fucking Vincent. Oh my God. I don't even have to think about that. Gabe Vincent, and bye. You know what I'm talking about? Get the fuck out of here. Just asking because of the heavy reporting about him wanting to get the Lakers to sign him. Yep, bye, Gabe. Bye. Fuck out of here. That's a bench presence. He's a leader. And he wouldn't care. He wouldn't care about coming off the bench. I wouldn't mind. I don't like Chris Paul personally, but I wouldn't mind getting his ass. For sure. That's my answer. And Chris Paul, I would get rid of Gabe Vincent for Chris Paul. That's what I would do. James says LeBron in the year 21-year streak of being an all-star starter has ended, and two players voted for Bronny to start. Bronny is just a fan favorite. People love him, no matter they. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, I'm so tired. They love him no matter what. But I told people on Lakers in 5 on the channel we have there. I said LeBron is not going to start. And of course, people was like, "Oh yes, he is." Listen, y'all. I love LeBron too, but LeBron is not going to start this year. Him missing the first 14 games of the year is what fucked him up. If he had played starting with the team, he would have been eligible to, he definitely, people would have been like, oh, he could start. But people are starting to buy into Shea and those guys, whatever. They want these new guys. They want these new guys to start up, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron is not a starter. But the fact that he gets voted to the All-Star game is unprecedented. You know what I'm saying? Because all the greats wasn't always starters. They weren't always starters. Hell, even Jordan had to come off the goddamn bench. That motherfucker got blessed in by Vince Carter. Remember that? So, yeah. Being a starter don't mean nothing. That don't mean shit. You know what I'm talking about? He can still impact the game from the bench. You know what I'm talking about? Around Ton Tizzy, you know how he does this. Any Hoop Pod 215 says AR is hurt. They need another consistent scorer. And I don't know how I feel about DA. Trade that nigga for real. See, here's the thing, yo. I would agree with you, but trade him for who? Who would be available on the market to take the place of him as a center? Trade him for who? Because there's only one center that I know that I would want. He's older, but if we could have took Vucevic over Aiden, I would have took Vucevic. Vucevic is a better scorer. He's a better shooter. He's a better floor spacer. He rebounds on the same arc. He don't block shots just like Aiden don't block shots, and he don't play that good a defense just like Aiden don't play that good a defense. But Vucevic is still killing. The other night, that nigga had 35 points. He had 7 rebounds and like 5 or 6 assists, and he had 2 blocks. And Vucevic. And he's shooting over 40% from the 3, ladies and gentlemen. This is his 3rd year in a row. What the fuck is niggas talking about? Hell yeah, I'm going to get Vucevic if I can grab him. You know what I'm talking about? Hell yeah, most definitely. And Goat James says, so wait, you saying Brian got voted in because of? No, I don't know if it's definitively true, but he's in there. You know, they're gonna vote this nigga to the All-Star game. You just know it. You know what I'm talking about? But somebody can feel free to fact check it. I'm just guessing. Because when they said that he's not gonna be a starter, that lets me know. They didn't say he wasn't going to be an all-star. They said he's not going to be a starter. So that leads me to believe that he did get voted, but not to be a starter. That's the way I look at it. Hold on, give me a second. Give me 1 second. Wait a minute. Yeah. Yeah, he missed those 14 games. That severely messed him up. But he has definitely done enough to get a call, to get called up for sure, for sure. And to be honest with you, I don't think LeBron even gives a fuck about the All-Star game. He didn't play last year. He didn't give a fuck. So, yeah. So far, he's averaging 23, 7, and 9. Or no, excuse me, 23, 7, and 6. This year, he's averaging 23.7, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds a night. In year 23, ladies and gentlemen, that nigga is doing what he does. But over the last few games, 8, 9 games, LeBron's been averaging 28, 8, and 8. Ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. Ridiculous. Any Hoop says, yeah, I agree with Vucci Man. Yeah, man, I'm glad somebody agrees with that. People overlooking my damn sweetest nephew. You better not overlook that guy. He's deadly from outside. That's what I'm talking about. H. David says, shout out to you on 170 subscribers. Appreciate that, man. Please keep subscribing to the channel. Keep fucking with your boy Major. You know what I'm talking about? Any Hoops 215 says, maybe see what's up with Zubats in the summer. You know the Clippers about to blow that shit up. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll see. H. Davis says, LeBron just hit 51,000 points. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. But that's all I really had to talk about today. I was going to make this a pull-up show, but, man, I'm tired. I got to give me some rest, man. I feel like I've been up all week. I'm walking around like I'm telling you, I'm on fumes, ladies and gentlemen. So I probably got to take time and lay down while it's just me. It's quiet here at my house. And this is one of those rare occasions. As big as my motherfucking house is, man, it still seems like it's just too much noise everywhere I go when there's a house full of people. So sometimes I just have to go outside and go into the cave, the man cave, and just lay out there and just lounge. But since nobody is here today and it's just me, wife, and everybody else took off, and they all went somewhere. So it's just me here. I am going to enjoy this quiet ass time. Nobody fucking bothering me. If you need me, you can call me on the phone. But until then, goddamn it, go. I'm tired, shit. So shout out to everybody that has showed up to this channel. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button on your way out. Please go over there and give a shout out. Show some love to DJ's channel. Also join and become a member of that channel. Because when you do so, there is certain perks that you get. I'm telling you, it's all that. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Laker Girl. Please go subscribe to Laker Girl's channel, Laker Girl 36. Also, subscribe to my damn nephew's channel, Lewis. I mean, not Lewis. Lakers for Life 50, ladies and gentlemen. Lakers for Life 50. That's a name you soon won't forget. It's the hottest new show. Also, go sign up to H. Davis's channel. H. Davis, my damn nephew, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, you talk about the hottest new star coming out, man, on these YouTube streets. My damn nephew, H. Davis, a man of little words. But all he got to do is say 3 words, and he getting 100,000 views, just like that. That's how charismatic he is. You understand what I'm talking about? A shout out to my damn nephew, H. Davis. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on your way out. Ladies and gentlemen, peace and blessings, y'all.
Everything I do is major. I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no